Hello, friends, and welcome to Time. In this part of our discussions, we will be going through with the subject or the topic conjunctions. Please keep in mind that for this class, we will be handling two handouts. The handout numbers are SCHO 3532007. If you remember, this is the same handout that we have used for the previous discussion on prepositions. So SCHO 3532007 is in continuance from the previous discussion or class, and the other handout that we are dealing with is SCHO 3532008. So the handouts that you should have for this class are SCHO 3532007 and SCHO 3532008. So again, let's begin with the same basic question. What is a conjunction? Conjunction का मतलब क्या है? So a conjunction is a word which merely joins together sentences and sometimes words. So a conjunction is a word which merely joins, just joins, as in it probably has no other function to perform. The only function it does is joining sentences and sometimes words. So let's take a few examples. God made the country and man made the town. So God made the country is one sentence, man made the town is another sentence, and both these sentences are made into one by using a conjunction and. So and is not performing any other function here, right? Our salary is meager, but our hearts are large. Again, you can possibly divide this sentence into two parts. Our salary is meager, our hearts are great. But you are trying to show the difference or the contradiction or the contrast between these two things, and that's why you're using the conjunction but. Okay. She must eat or she will die. Again, she must eat, she will die. But these two are actually conditionals, and that's why they are joined by or. So, or here is also a conjunction. Two and two make four. Now, in this sentence, the issue is that you cannot possibly divide it into two. Here, that's why and is just joining words. That's why, from our definition, we can understand that a conjunction will either join sentences or it can also join words. So, here it's joining the words two and two. So, two and two make four. So in sentences 1, 2, and 3, the conjunctions join together two sentences, and in sentence 4, the conjunction joins together two words only. Alright. So conjunctions join together sentences and often make them more compact. So if you remember the previous example, God made the country and man made the town. These are two different big sentences, and they are by adding and you are actually bringing it into one sentence. So what you're doing is you're making it shorter, you're making it more compact. For example, Raju and Ravi are good bowlers. Now this is another way of saying, or a shorter way of saying, Raju is a good bowler, Ravi is a good bowler. So rather than repeating it across two sentences, I have just used and made the sentence shorter. But sometimes the conjunction joins words only, like two and two make four. That example, and सिर्फ two and two को जोड़ रहा था, right? So sometimes the conjunction and joins words only, as in the conjunction and. Example, Hari and Sham are brothers. So in the first example, and is joining and is making the sentence more compact. Whereas in the second sentence, and is actually joining only two words, and the two words here are the proper nouns Hari and Sham. Now, this sentence cannot be divided into two parts. For example, the first sentence can be divided into two. Raju is a good bowler, Ravi is a good bowler. But you can't say Hari is a brother, Sham is a brother, right? Because both of them are brothers to each other. So you can't possibly divide or break this into two sentences. So sometimes and will make the sentence more compact, and sometimes it will just join two words. Alright. Conjunctions must be carefully distinguished from relative pronouns, adverbs, and prepositions, which are also connecting words. So, throughout our discussion of parts of speech, we have discussed these things relative pronouns, adverbs, and prepositions. And as you very well know, these can also form connections between words and various clauses. So, conjunctions must be very carefully distinguished from these other parts of speech. Let's understand with a few examples. This is the house that Jack built. So that here is not joining anything, it's actually a relative pronoun. As we know, who, which, and that are relative pronouns, right? So here that is a relative pronoun. In the second sentence, this is the place where he was murdered. So again, where is a relative adverb or an adverb of place, we can say. We've studied adverb of places before. Take this and give that. Now, and here is a conjunction. So the difference is in sentence one, that refers to the noun house and also joins two parts of the sentence. So it's joining also, but at the same time, it's referring to the noun house as well. In sentence 2, relative adverb where modifies the verb. Obviously, adverb will either modify a verb or adjective. ये हमने पहले discuss कर लिया है. So, where modifies the verb was murdered, right? Was murdered is the verb that we're talking about and also joins two parts of the sentence. So, not only is it joining, it's also modifying a verb. And in the third sentence, and simply joins two parts. It does no other work. So, if you remember our definition that we just discussed a few minutes ago, a conjunction is a word that merely joins, as in it does no other function, it serves no other purpose. So in sentence 1, that is joining, but it's also referring to a noun. In sentence 2, where is also joining, but it's also modifying a verb. Whereas in sentence 3, and is just doing the part of joining two parts of the sentence. That's why and is a conjunction, that is a relative pronoun, and where is an adverb. All right, moving on. The first type of conjunction that we are doing are called correlative conjunctions. So some conjunctions are used in pairs. You can understand from the word co means together. So now these conjunctions will always be used in pairs. So very basic examples are either or, either take it or leave it. So जब भी either sentence में आएगा, you expect an or somewhere ahead of the sentence, right? So these are always used in pairs. Similarly, neither nor, it is neither useful nor ornamental nor decorative. Both and. So whenever we use the word both as a conjunction, then and will also follow. So we both love and honor him, right? So both and is also a correlative conjunction, whether and or. I do not care whether you go or stay. Again, used in pair. Not only, but also. Not only is he foolish, but also obstinate. We'll not say not only is he foolish, he is obstinate also. We will say not only he is foolish, but also obstinate. Obstinate means somebody who's very stubborn, बहुत जिद्दी है. So even though obstinate also makes sense, but not only forms a correlative pair with but also, that's why whenever you begin the sentence or you use not only somewhere in the sentence as a conjunction, then but also will always follow. Hence, these are correlative conjunctions. When conjunctions are used as correlatives, each of the correlated words should be placed immediately before the words to be connected. So the conjunction should be placed immediately before, the correlative conjunction should be placed immediately before the word that needs to be connected. Let's understand this with an example. So he not only visited Agra but also Delhi. So if you look at this sentence, बहुत आसान है समझना कि वो आगरा तो गए ही पर दिल्ली भी गए. सिर्फ आगरा नहीं दिल्ली भी गए, right? The meaning is not being harmed at all. I can very easily understand that he not only visited Agra but also Delhi. But from a grammatical point of view, this is incorrect, and that's because we will try to place the conjunction immediately before the word it is trying to connect. And that's why the correct form of this sentence will be he visited not only Agra but also Delhi. क्योंकि आगरा और दिल्ली के बीच में हम connection दिखाना चाहते हैं. That's why I will put not only before Agra and not before the verb visited. So the second sentence is the correct way of writing or using correlative conjunctions. He visited not only Agra but also Delhi. So the second type of conjunctions that we are doing are called compound conjunctions. Compound means to bring together into a single unit. So here one or more than one word are brought together and all of them perform the function of a conjunction, right? So let's take the first example, in order that. The notice was published in order that all might know the fact. So in order that here is a compound conjunction. Similarly, on condition that, I will forgive you on condition that you do not repeat the offense. Sometimes on the condition is also used. The article definite article the is used before condition, that's also a compound conjunction. Even if such an act would not be kind, even if it were just, even if it were just, even if it was right, even if it was lawfully correct, right? So such an act would not be kind even if it were just. So that he saved some bread so that he should not go hungry tomorrow. Now, so that is a very common compound conjunction, usually used to show reason or purpose or motive behind something, right? Provided that you can borrow the book, provided that is another way of saying on condition that you can borrow the book on the condition that, or on condition that you return it soon. As though, he walks as though he is slightly injured, like. So instead of using like, I'm using the word as though. He walks as though he is slightly injured. As well as, again, a very common compound conjunction, Rama as well as Govind was present there. All right. As soon as he took off his coat, as soon as he entered the house. Now, as dash as में बहुत सारे compound conjunctions बन सकते हैं. As far as well as soon as much as little as. All of them will form compound conjunctions, and all of them will be used uh, as a single unit. All of them will be a single unit of conjunctions. So he took off his coat as soon as he entered the house. Compound conjunctions, easy to understand. Moving on to the next category, and that is coordinate conjunction. So as the word suggests, coordinate, basically there has to be a coordination in the sentence, right? It has to serve a purpose in the sentence. So coordinate conjunctions are actually conjunctions that join two clauses or sentences of equal ranks. There should be equal coordination. Also, it joins two words of equal grammatical rank. So as we know, conjunctions can join sentences. They can also join words. लेकिन coordinate conjunctions सिर्फ उन्हीं sentences and words को join करेंगे जो equal grammatical rank के होंगे या equal rank के होंगे, right? So let's understand this with an example. The words used for coordinate conjunctions are and, but, for, no, either or, neither nor, otherwise, right? So he went to the hospital and met the doctor. So he went to the hospital, met the doctor, and met the doctor. Now it's joining two very equally important or equal ranked sentences. He went to the hospital and met the doctor. Dr. Rao and Dr. Reddy are best friends. So here Dr. Rao is one unit, Dr. Reddy is another unit. So both of them are of equal rank, and joins them, and that's why this is a coordinate conjunction. All right. Coordinate conjunctions can be further divided into four types or four kinds. So further division of coordinate conjunction can be of four kinds. The first one is cumulative conjunction. So as the word suggests, cumulative, again bringing together, right? So conjunction which adds one statement to another. Cumulate करता है, accumulate करता है, right? So conjunction which adds one statement to another. Let's take an example. The words used here will be not only but also, both, and, as well as. I'm sure you have noticed that these are repetitions. So there can be multiple types of conjunctions using the same words, right? But they can be divided into multiple types of conjunctions depending on how they are used. So here we are talking about cumulative conjunctions. So let's take an example. The professor as well as the lecturer has accepted to conduct the examination next week. The professor as well as the lecturer, both the professor and the lecturer, has accepted to conduct the examination next week. So here you are joining two sentences. Which two sentences? The professor has accepted to conduct the examination. The lecturer has accepted to conduct the examination. So you're connecting both of these statements to each other, right? Okay, the next subtype is alternative conjunctions. So as the word suggests, it expresses a choice between two alternatives. You can either do this or that, right? So here, obviously, you will have either or, neither nor, otherwise, else, etc. As you can see, we are repeating the conjunctions. Depending on how they are used, they can be divided into various types. Okay, so let's take an example. He is good neither at studies nor at games. So neither at studies nor at games. ना पढ़ाई में अच्छा है ना खेलने में अच्छा है. He's good at neither at studies nor at games. So again, two alternatives: studies, games. दोनों में अच्छे नहीं. Work hard, otherwise you will not succeed. So one alternative is working hard and the other alternative is failing. Both the alternatives are joined by the conjunction otherwise. So work hard, otherwise you will not succeed. The third subtype is adversative conjunctions. So as the word suggests, it expresses a contrast between two facts or statements. दो facts or statements के बीच में difference होगा या contrast होगा, उसको express करने वाला conjunction will be called adversative conjunction. So here conjunctions like only, however, still, yet, whereas, nevertheless will be used. So let's take an example. She was angry, but she kept quiet. So वो गुस्सा थी, so we are expecting that she will react, but she kept quiet. There's a contrast, there's a difference between the two statements of facts, and that's why but is a adversative conjunction. They hate me, yet I love them. So again, two contrasting statements joined by yet. The fourth subtype is elative conjunctions. So this shows a statement of fact is proved or inferred from another. So one statement is proved from or can be understood from another statement. And when these two statements are joined, they are joined using an elative conjunction. Example, we will use words like therefore, so, hence, thus, consequently, and he is honest and amiable. Amiable का मतलब friendly. So he is honest and amiable, hence he is respected. He is honest and amiable, hence he is respected. So now we are saying that because he is honest and amiable, he is respected. So it is proved, it can be inferred that because he is honest and amiable, he will be respected. So hence here becomes a elative conjunction. The next type that we are doing is called a subordinate conjunction. So the previous one was called coordinate. Now we are doing subordinate. Subordinate means dependent, right? Under the power of, sub means under. So conjunctions that connect a clause to another on which it depends for its full meaning. That is, two sentences or words will be joined, but here one sentence or word will be dependent on the other for its full or complete meaning. So the words which will join these type of sentences or words will be called subordinate conjunctions. So the chief subordinate conjunctions are after, because, if, another, though, till, so that, etc. Examples: they went home before the host arrived. So they went home is fine, but for the complete meaning, they went home before the host arrived. So that's more important. वो पहले घर चले गए host के आने से पहले, right? So before here then forms a subordinate conjunction. We eat so that we may live. Why do we eat? So that we may live. Reason is given. Full meaning is given only after using the subordinate conjunction. He behaved in such a bad manner that all disliked him. So he behaved in such a bad manner, and because of that, everybody disliked him. So that here becomes a subordinate conjunction. Please keep in mind that we have previously discussed that that is also a relative pronoun, but here it is formulating a subordinate conjunction. It is doing the work of या function of a subordinate conjunction. So please रट्टा मत मारिएगा that ये word हमेशा relative pronoun होगा या ये word हमेशा इसी type का conjunction होगा. Depending on how they are used, what purpose they serve, they can change parts of speech. Okay. Subordinating conjunctions can be classified according to their meanings. तो meanings के हिसाब से उनको आप classify कर सकते हैं. So the first meaning that they can show is time, जैसे before की बात हुई थी. So no nation can be perfectly governed till it is competent to govern itself. कोई भी nation perfectly govern नहीं हो सकता जब तक वो खुद competent नहीं बन जाए. So until, till becomes a time subordinate conjunction. Many things have happened since I saw you. So since also tells the time, again subordinating conjunction. I returned home after he had gone. So after is also a subordinate conjunction. Cause or reason, sometimes subordinate conjunctions are used to show cause, yeah, reason. So his words are well received because his heart is pure. So because will tell you the reason here. Since you wish it, it shall be done. So in the first part in time, since I saw you was telling you the time, जब से मैंने तुम्हें देखा है. But in the second one, it is because you wish it, since you wish it. Since here is now performing the role of a because or role of a because conjunction, and that's why it's now in cause or reason. Since you wish it, yeah, as you wish it, it shall be done. He may enter as he is a friend, because he is a friend, since he is a friend. Okay. Purpose, we eat so that we may live. Why do we eat? Live करने के लिए, to live, to survive. So that will give you purpose. Result or consequence, he was so tired that he could hardly stand. So that is a conjunction. Sometimes words can be put between so and that also. Like यहाँ पे tired आया है so और that के बीच में. So that's also possible, like we have seen in the case of either or. दोनों के बीच में words आ सकते हैं, neither nor के बीच में words आ सकते हैं, not only but also के बीच में भी words आ सकते हैं. So he was so tired that he could scarcely stand. Because he was so tired, the consequence or the result was that वो खड़ा नहीं हो पा रहा था. All right. It can give you a condition also. Rama will go if Hari goes. अगर हरि जाएगा तो राम जाएगा. So again you are giving a condition. Grievances cannot be redressed unless they are known. Redressed मतलब something which can be addressed or be taken care of through a legal manner. Grievances, complaints cannot be redressed unless they are known. जब तक पता ही नहीं है तो हम address क्या करेंगे? So condition. Concession, I will not see him though he will attend the party. So now you are giving a concession that this is happening, but at the same time this will not happen. This will happen, but I'm not going to do it. You're giving a concession that even though this might keep happening, A might happen, but B will not happen. So I will not see him though he will attend the party. Though it might kill him, yet the man trusts the animal. So here concession is given that something is known, but at the same time, the opposite will happen. So these are called concession. Now, these are not subtypes of subordinating conjunctions. These are just the reasons or the meanings that are given to subordinate conjunctions. So you can divide subordinate on the basis of the meanings that they give to the sentence that they are joining or the words that they are joining, right? So let's move on to the next part of our discussion, that there are some words which can be used both as conjunctions and prepositions. तो कुछ words हैं जो conjunctions की तरह भी use किए जा सकते हैं and prepositions की तरह भी use किए जा सकते हैं. So let's quickly understand this with the help of some words. So on the left you have conjunctions and on the right you have prepositions. If you read the table carefully, you will notice that the same word is performing the function of a conjunction in the first column and the same word is performing the function of a preposition in the second column. So we went home after he came to the office. Time पता चल रहा है, subordinate conjunction है. लेकिन we went home after sunset. Now this is a preposition. It is joining. It is joining what? It is joining home with sunset. As in, हम कब घर गए जब sunset हो गया. So now you are joining two things. As we studied in the previous discussion on prepositions, preposition will tell you the placement of a noun or pronoun in comparison to something else. हम कब घर गए जब sunset हो गया. So our going home happened after sunset. So here after is forming a or doing the function of a preposition. I went to bed early for I was tired. Here for is performing the function of reason. Because I was tired, since I was tired, as I was tired. So I went to bed early for I was tired. And in the second, I shall do this for him. For here is performing the function of a preposition. So some words can perform both as conjunctions and as prepositions. Depends on what they are modifying or what meaning they are giving to the sentence. All right. So now let's move on to our handouts. Now we are doing questions from the handout SCHO 3532007. I hope all of you have your handouts. Let's start. Again, we are going to go with some of the questions, not all of them. So we will address a few questions from SCHO 3532007. All right. We're going for question 7. The chief guest made not only a speech but also distributed the prizes. The chief guest made not only a speech but also distributed the prizes. So here I can clearly see the conjunction not only but also. So the error is that not only but also is a correlative conjunction, but it should be followed by same or similar part of speech, right? It should be joining two things of equal rank. And that's why correlative conjunctions are sometimes performing like coordinating conjunctions. Equal rank join karega, right? So by same or similar part of speech, that's why the sentence but also followed by distributive, that is a verb. Whereas not only is followed by a speech in the sentence, not only a speech, and a speech is a noun. So we need to make both of them the same. And that's why the correction will be the chief guest not only made a speech but also distributed the prizes. So the chief guest not only made a speech but also distributed the prizes. So we are what are we doing? We are just making the not only move behind made. The chief guest not only made a speech. So this is made a speech but also distributed the prizes. So distributed is a verb, made is also a verb. So again, both of them will acquire the same rank. And that's why that is the correction. We'll just move not only before made. Okay, we are moving to question 13. You are a busy person. You could have made a courtesy call still. What's a courtesy call? Something which is done just for the pure formality. Formality के लिए ही call कर देते. Courtesy call or good manners, courtesy. You are a busy person. You could have made a courtesy call still. Now, when still and yet are used as conjunctions, they come at the beginning of the clauses that they introduce. Please understand, I'm talking about the clause, not the sentence. Beginning of the sentence में आ सकते हैं if that is the clause that they are introducing, but they can come in the middle of the sentence also because the only thing that they should perform is जो भी clause को वो modify कर रहे हैं उसके beginning में उन्हें आना चाहिए. And that's why the correction will be you are a busy person, still you could have made a courtesy call. Because courtesy call को modify कर रहा है still. उसके बारे में बात कर रहा है. That's the clause it is wanting to introduce. And that's why we will put still in the middle. You are a busy person, still you could have made a courtesy call. Alright, moving to question 19. We are both willing, able, and ready to carry out the survey. We are both willing, able, and ready to carry out the survey. Now, the problem here is that when we use the correlative conjunction both and, then it is incorrect when there are three or more options. Both always means two. लेकिन यहाँ पे तीन entities हैं, willing, able, and ready. So both cannot possibly qualify all three. And that's why the usage of both and is wrong here. So we will modify the sentence to we are willing, able, and ready to carry out the survey. We'll remove both from the equation. So we are willing, able, and ready to carry out the survey. Question 22. This book is as good, if not better, than the other one. This book is as good, if not better, than the other one. Now, the problem here is that when we employ the correlative conjunction as dash as, so obviously we need another as good as bad as much as little as, and that's what is missing in this sentence. So we will just add another as. So the correction will become this book is as good as, if not better than, the other one. So very simple. जब भी हम correlative conjunction as dash as use करते हैं, तो there has to be two as employed in the sentence. Okay, moving to question 24. I don't know if it is raining. I don't know if it is raining. Now the subordinate conjunction if conveys the idea of a condition, right? We studied that subordinate conjunction जब condition के meaning लेता है, तो we use the word if. Now, it should not be confused with the subordinate conjunction whether or the relative pronoun that. Subordinate conjunction whether भी है and then there is a relative pronoun that also. इसमें confusion नहीं होना चाहिए. So the correction will be I don't know whether it is raining or I don't know that it is raining. If it is raining condition के लिए आता है लेकिन we need to use I don't know कि rain हो रही है या नहीं. Whether it is raining or not. I need it in that sense, right? If it is raining condition का यहाँ पे कोई sense है नहीं. There is no need for a condition here. And that's why I will replace if with whether. You can even add I don't know whether it is raining or not. That can also be added. Or I don't know that it is raining. So you can use either a relative pronoun or another type of subordinate conjunction weather. Okay. Moving to question 39. Mrs. Mehta was greatly insulted, yet remained calm and composed. So, yet here is the conjunction that we're talking about. But the problem is when we use the conjunction but, so, or yet, it is usual to repeat the subject. हम subject फिर से repeat करते हैं. So, Mrs. Mehta was greatly insulted, yet Mrs. Mehta remained calm and composed. Now, instead of using the proper noun again and again, what do? We subject or substitute it with a pronoun, and that's exactly the correction that we make here. Mrs. Mehta was greatly insulted, yet she remained calm and composed. तो जब भी हम but, so या yet conjunction use करते हैं, we repeat the subject. So Mrs. Mehta was greatly insulted, yet she remained calm and composed. All right, question 44. The students came here because they might speak to the principal. The students came here because they might speak to the principal. So that or because they might speak to the principal. So because denotes reason and in order that denotes purpose. So in order that we know is a compound conjunction and because again is a subordinate conjunction. So because reason denote करेगा and in order that purpose denote करेगा. So यहाँ पे we need purpose and not reason and that's why we will just substitute it. The students came here in order that they might speak to the principal. We don't need reason, we need purpose. Students यहाँ क्यों आए? The purpose is that they want to speak to the principal. That's why we will substitute because with in order that. The students came here in order that they might speak to the principal. Alright, let's move forward to the next handout that we will be handling. So I hope everyone has the handout SCHO 3532008. Now the questions in this handout is a mixture of many types of questions and you will have to employ the knowledge that you have gained throughout the previous sessions. So these are a mixed bag of questions. So let's go for the first question. And here the sentence has been divided into parts. You have to now tell the part or locate the part which has the error. So you have to identify the part which has an error in it. So let's see the sentence. The gradual unfolding of the subprime mortgage debacle in the US, as also its repercussions across the globe, has left Indian investors wondering about its potential impact. So without going into too much detail, let's quickly understand what subprime mortgage is. Basically, mortgage is a loan जो आप घर खरीदने या बनाने के लिए लेते हैं, right? So subprime mortgage debacle is a huge fiasco, a very bad happening, very bad situation. So gradual unfolding, gradual revealing, gradual happening of the subprime mortgage debacle, subprime mortgage fiasco in the US as also its repercussions. Repercussions matlab after effects, consequences across the globe has left Indian investors wondering about its potential impact. About kiska potential impact? About the subprime mortgage debacle. So if you remember, this happened in 2007 and 8. The American economy collapsed, right? That was usually because of or mostly because of subprime mortgage loans. So now this is the sentence has been divided into four parts. We have to identify the part which has the error. So the error here is in 3. And why is that? That's because instead of as also the conjunction should be and. It should be the gradual unfolding of subprime mortgage debacle in the US and also its repercussions across the globe. As also is not the correct usage and also is the correct usage. So we will just switch out and here. So as हटा के हम and डाल देंगे. Debacle in the US and also its repercussions. So the error is in part 2. आपको एग्जाम में सिर्फ 2 पे टिक करना है, right? If there are options given below, you just have to tick at 2. You don't have to tell the substitute. But since this is a discussion, we'll also discuss what has to be removed or added or edited. Okay, moving to question 5. It is surprising to see the uproar about the filthy environment, shoddy progress, and substandard construction arrangements made for the Commonwealth Games making headlines. It is surprising, it is shocking, it is something which is unbelievable to see the uproar. Uproar as in a lot of talk, a lot of reaction, mass reaction about the filthy environment, unhealthy, unclean environment. Shoddy progress. Shoddy means subpar, substandard, very low quality. Shoddy progress and substandard, again, low quality construction arrangements made for the Commonwealth Games making headlines. So, where do you think the error is? The error is in 1, because it is never to seeing, it should be to see, because the ing form used here is incorrect. The correction should be it is surprising to see the uproar. So we will use to plus verb format without the ing suffix. So it should be it is surprising to see the uproar. So error is in part 1. Moving to another type of question. यहाँ पे क्या है that a sentence is given. We are doing question 7. Sentence is given and a certain part of the sentence is underlined. सिर्फ जो पार्ट अंडरलाइंड है हम उसी को चेंज कर सकते हैं. वी हैव टू सब्सटीट्यूट इट विद अ ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट format of the part which is underlined. So in general, we overestimate the risks of bad things happening to others while vastly underrate the possibility that they will happen to us. So the only part that you can change is the underlined part. The rest of the part will remain the same. So whenever we use while, it implies two actions. So while A, then B, while C, then D. In such a case, one of the verbs takes the present participle. So present participle is basically saying that ing suffix add hona chahiye. This is a discussion that we have not basically divided the present tense into present participle, but just for a general understanding, please understand that whenever we talk about the participle format, present participle will be ing suffix and past participle will be ed suffix, right? Wounded, ed, working, ing. So they will actually become ing suffix in present, ed in past. तो जब भी हम while use करते हैं, one of the verbs will take the present participle. So basic understanding, किसी एक verb में ing end में आना चाहिए. And that's why the underlined part should take underrating. तो हमारे पास जो underlined part है उसमें verb है underrate, but हम उसमें ing suffix add कर देंगे while vastly underrating. Also adverb है vastly, right? ly suffix. Adverb vastly precedes the word underrating because it qualifies it. Okay, तो vastly underrating के पहले ही आएगा. And risks is plural, so that's why they pronoun should be used. Why we saying this? Because अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे तो some of the options have slightly changed these. Some of the options में they की जगह it use हुआ है. Risk plural है तो they ही use होगा. Underrating के पहले adverb आएगा vastly and underrating आएगा ing suffix के साथ. That's why the correct choice is choice 4. While vastly underrating the possibility that they will happen to us. So the correct choice is choice 4. Alright, let's move on to question 10. Almost half of the world's primate species, which include apes, monkeys, and lemurs, is threatened with extinction because of the destruction of tropical forests and illegal hunting and trade. Almost half of the world's primate species, primate matlab apes, monkeys, lemurs, is threatened with extinction, will be completely dead without the possibility of regeneration or survival because of the destruction of tropical forests and illegal hunting and trade. So underlying portion ही हम सिर्फ edit कर सकते हैं. So half of the world's primate species refers to plural number obviously. That's why the plural verb are should be used. तो हम यहाँ is नहीं use कर सकते, are आना चाहिए. That's the first thing. Second, threatened by would indicate direct agent. Threatened by मतलब directly हम कोई चीज को reason ठहरा रहे हैं that this is what they are threatened by, which is not the case here. We are talking about a very general destruction, etc., etc. That's why threatened with is more appropriate. Threatened with is more appropriate, and destruction should be followed by of. Obviously, of यहाँ पे है. We have to retain this part. So the correct choice is 2. Are threatened with extinction because of the destruction of. Are threatened with extinction because of the destruction of. So the correct choice is 2. Now we are moving to another type of question जहाँ पे आपको बताना है best restates. Restate मतलब फिर से बता रहा है. Is telling again restates. Now the question is best restate. So while all the options might restate it, we are looking for the best one, the most efficient restating. So the sentence is question number 11. No form of vice, not worldliness, not greed of gold, not drunkenness itself does more to unchristianize society than evil temper. To unchristianize something is to make it less moral. Morality hata dena, Bhagwan se vishwas hata dena, all the good is removed from the society. So here we are using unchristianize to actually talk about making the society worse. So nothing does more to unchristianize society than evil temper. All right. So the sentence gives a list of moral or wicked behavior और ये सब one और two में हमने categorize करा है. In options 1 and 2 we have seen the categorization of these choices. And this is compared with evil temper, suggesting that evil temper is the worst of all vices. ये सारे vices से ज़्यादा worse है evil temper. लेकिन in one this idea is reversed. That's why one definitely cannot be the answer. वन में हमने ये आइडिया ही रिवर्स कर दिया है. हमने evil temper को better बता दिया है than all these other vices. So one we cannot select is the answer. Option 1 is eliminated. Christianizes is in place of unchristianizes in choice 3, and that's why it makes it meaningless. So we can eliminate 3 also. Choice 4, if you read carefully, is totally ungrammatical. Grammar bilkul follow nahi hua hai, and that's why the correct option is choice 2. Evil temper unchristianizes society more than any other form of vice, worldliness, greed of gold, or even drunkenness. So that's why the correct option here is choice 2. All right. Now we're moving to another type of question. यहाँ पे the same sentence is given again and again, same format. You have to tell which format is grammatically correct. So the first one is economic planning is adopted by mixed economy to channelize investment to socially important sections so that economic growth is accompanied from social justice. The second one is the same, two socially important sectors so that economic growth is accompanied by. So accompanied from की जगह यहाँ पे difference आ गया है, accompanied by social justice. The third one is slightly different, adopted by mixed economy for channelizing investment to socially important sector so that economic growth is accompanied by, okay, social justice. Channelize की जगह हमने channelizing कर दिया है and accompanied by. And in the last one, economic planning is adopted by mixed society to channelize. Again, we are back to channelize two socially important sectors. So economic growth is accompanied by. So here we have just kept so. Now these sentences look very close, very similar. That's why you have to read them very carefully, and this might take more time. So let's understand why we have selected the answer. This policy is adopted to channelize investment is better than for channelizing, right? To channelizing, for channelizing is incorrect. So C can be eliminated. C में हमने for channelizing use करा है. It should be to channelize. Like in A, B and D, आपने देखा है to channelize. So for channelizing is incorrect. So we can eliminate option C. It should be accompanied by and not accompanied from, and that's why we can eliminate option A. Should be accompanied by. A is eliminated, C is eliminated. Now we are left with B and D. In D, so के बाद that आना चाहिए. So that economic growth, right? We have to use the conjunction so that. So D can be eliminated, and that's why the answer is B for Bombay. Economic planning is adopted by a mixed economy to channelize investment to socially important sectors so that economic growth is accompanied by social justice. All right, let's move on to question 21 to 25. We are doing this set. यहाँ पे आपको incorrect sentence or sentences identify करने हैं. So if you look at it, you have been given choices, and there are 4 sets of sentences, and then according to the choices you have been given to select the correct choice. So we are doing question 21. A, 10,000 rupees are a large amount to lose. Manipal is situated in Karnataka. Their friendship was built on trust and love. The cattle was taken for grazing. And your options are A and B, as in A and B are incorrect. A and D are incorrect. Only B is incorrect. C and D are incorrect. So we have studied that 10,000 rupees performs the function of a unit, and that's why verb singular aayega. So it should be 10,000 rupees is. So A is definitely incorrect. So that's why I can eliminate option 3 and 4 because इसमें A का mention है ही नहीं. So 3 and 4 automatically eliminated. Now I'm only left with 1 and 2. In statement D, cattle is plural, and that's why were should be used, right? Cattle is plural, हमेशा group of animals होता है. Were आना चाहिए, so D is also incorrect, and that's why the answer is 2, A and D. So whenever you given options, please make use of the options to quickly eliminate. क्योंकि मुझे पता है A गलत है, तो 3 and 4 में A है ही नहीं, automatically eliminated. You don't have to think much about it. This is what will give you an edge. This is what will save time in a competitive exam. So that's why here answer is 2, A and D are incorrect. All right, now we're doing question 24. This is the effect of, okay, so now we are moving to a different set of question. यहाँ पे जो direction है वो question में ही दिया गया है. So we're doing question 36. Here our professor said light always travels in a straight line unless deflected by the presence of an opaque object in its way. Now you have to change this to indirect speech. So whatever the instruction is given in the question, you have to do that. So now we have to change this sentence into indirect speech. So your options are: our professor said that light always traveled in straight line unless deflected by presence of an opaque object in its way. Our professor asserted that light will always travel in a straight line unless deflected. Our professor told that light will always travel in a straight line unless deflected. And our professor said that light always travels in a straight line unless deflected, right? So here you can see that the changes are in the first part of the sentence, not in the second part. So we will focus on the first part of the sentence, right? So, because it is a universal truth, what is a universal truth? That light always travels in a straight line. Because it is a universal truth, the tense of this will not change. You will not change the tense because this is true in all time. It's a universal truth. So the tense will not change. इसीलिए हम option 1 and 2 को eliminate कर सकते हैं, because this they have said light always traveled, light will always travel, and that's why we can eliminate that. So option 1 and 2 can be eliminated right away. 3 can be ruled out because told is intransitive, right? Told has no object after it. यहाँ पे वो intransitive है, but we know that told needs an object. Told is actually a transitive verb. We've studied this. Whenever I say told, it has to be received by some. I told my brother, my father, my mother. So there has to be a receiver. पर यहाँ पे तो उन्होंने intransitively इसको use किया हुआ है, and that is incorrect, right? I need to provide an object for told, and that cannot be possible in option 3. That's why option 4 is correct, because said is intransitive. Said does not require an object. I said that. You don't need to ask who did you say it to. I said that, it's enough. No receiver or object required. That's why option 4 is the correct choice. Our professor said that light always travels. No tense change. Light always travels in a straight line unless deflected by the presence of an opaque object in its way. Right? So question 36, answer is choice 4. So we have covered most of the types of questions in the handout. I hope it was understood. Thank you and all.